Lakeview Recreation Center, the first recreation center built in the second phase of Sun City, and with it begins an exciting new chapter in Sun City's history. Not just another center, the building and surrounding area is created to be unique, modern, and transformative, something never before seen in Arizona. The center itself, round, half underground with the resort pool inside, mirroring the circular streets nearby. Sitting alongside, the impressive lake and mountain with lagoons and walking paths. It became the crown jewel of Sun City and is as spectacular today as it was in 1970 when it opened. The Delia Webb Development Company begins the expansion of Sun City north of Grand Avenue with a 6,000-acre plot of land that was cotton fields just the year before. Always improving and changing, the new phase included not just the homes, but a golf course and the lake, which was a first, the mountain, also a first, and Sun City's first hospital, Boswell Memorial.
So by early '68, they had put together the plans for a lake, the rec center, the hospital, and the model homes that were going to be built, at least some of them, on the lake so they could sell lake properties.
The homes on round streets, the lake, the mountain, and hospital are built almost simultaneously. At the time, Viewpoint Lake was one of the largest excavated lakes in the Southwest, and the waterfront subdivision was among the first of its kind in Arizona. This new phase was a success before building even began.
In the first 8 months of 1968, without any model homes opening, they actually sold 850 homes north of Grand. No model homes. In the later part, October of 1968, they let the residents in for 2 days to see the model homes that were going to open 2 weeks later. The contention was that 10,000 residents came through, which would have been literally everybody that lived here, came through the model homes to see them on the lake. The model home opening was in November, I think, of '68. Exposition of living, and it was crazy. The lake opened that same time, so they joined the marriage of the model home opening to the lake opening, and of course the rec center, Lakeview, was nowhere near done. They had just announced they were going to build it. That didn't start until 1969. They decided to add a bowling alley. That opened in 1971. So that whole piece of property was just wildly successful.
For the first time, residents could fish in Sun City. The lake was filled with big-mouth bass and channel catfish. Residents could also boat on the lake.
The lake itself, again, this was Meeker's genius, was there as an attraction, and they had all of this dirt to take out. I mean, we're talking about 33-acre lake. All of the dirt needed to be taken out. Jim Boswell, who donated an enormous amount of money to build the hospital to honor his uncle, Walter Boswell, he wanted the building to sit up high. He wanted the hospital where everybody could see it. And so about 2/3 of the dirt taken out of the lake, which went to a depth of 10 feet, it went over and helped to build up the hospital so it sat up as high as it did. The remaining third was used to create what we lovingly call Meeker Mountain.
The mountain included walking paths and a large pavilion at the top with a waterfall flowing to one of 3 ponds below. There were 3 covered gazebos surrounding the ponds. It was a peaceful place to enjoy nature.
It wasn't until 1970, though, that the Lakeview Rec Center opened, the round center that was claimed to be resort-style living. And it truly was. I mean, the round 2-story building with the pool in the center literally captivated people as they walked through. It was stunning.
Hundreds of people attended Lakeview's grand opening ceremony that year. Lakeview Lanes came after and was built next to the recreation center. Again, it was a first, the first bowling alley in Sun City. For residents, Lakeview became a special place where they could go for fun and entertainment and enjoy the beauty and serenity of the water and park. Many golfers get a lakefront view while playing. People enjoy the tranquility of the mountain and lagoons, and dances are held by the pool. Today, 55 years later, Lakeview is still a hub of activity in Sun City. Members of the Woodworking Club use specialty equipment to make these intricate designs. Many of their projects are sold through the club. The Sew and Sew Club has been in this space since the very beginning of Lakeview. Members today are working on pieces that they will give to charity.
24, 28,
30.
You can find games happening many times a week here. The Cribbage Club meets here on Tuesdays. Clubs use the social halls for lunches and other gatherings, and members can rent them for parties and special occasions. There is outdoor and indoor space with beautiful views of the lake. There's an exercise room with machines and free weights. And swimmers come here every day to exercise in the heated resort-style pool. Lakeview is the central location for the Recreation Centers of Sun City Corporation. Administrative and board member offices are here. And it is the home of cardholder services, where new residents come to get membership cards to use the recreation centers. It is the first point of contact many have with the RCSC. Outside are sports opportunities from high-energy exercising to the slower variety. There's still the miniature golf course. Many people use this course each week. There are 4 tennis courts here. This location is a favorite for drills with a ball machine and practice on boards at the courts. Shuffleboard players have been coming here since the beginning, with 12 courts to play on. And another long-term fixture here are the 2 lawn bowling greens with 8 rinks in each green at Lakeview. Residents who like to walk can visit the scenic mountain and follow the trails leading up to the top. There are beautiful views here of the mountain, lake, and homes along the water. At the base of the mountain is a calming waterfall, 3 lagoons, and lots of wildlife. And then there's the lake. Not only is it beautiful to look at, but members can experience its magic firsthand by taking a serene ride on one of the paddle boats available by the RCSC. The paddle boats are easy to pedal and steer, and when you go out on the lake, you get to see it all from a new perspective. There are 4 fountains here, beautiful views of the mountain and homes. Employee Michael Nash helps visitors with the boats here.
I go out and I put them on the boat and I get them off the boat, make sure they get on and off safely.
Another popular lake activity is fishing.
We do have 2 Johnny boats that are kind of rowboats that they can take out and fish. They bring their little electric motors and they go out and they fish. They can stay all day in them. We have trout and bass and bluegill, groupies, I think they're called. We do stock, usually about once a year. And trout comes in at a certain time of the year, and the rest of them come in a little bit sooner than that because they kind of keep the lake vegetation healthy, the bottom of the lake healthy. We also have the yacht club who have built their boats, their yachts, their little yachts, and they have races and regattas and obstacle courses they put on this side of the lake and just run those. That's fun. They enjoy that.
Pat Garrett manages the operation of Lakeview. RCSC employees keep the center clean and welcoming to members.
Our 32 employees at this center they like it, they love it, they have a passion for it.
The funnest part of working here is just the beautiful landscape here at Lakeview. The environment is so pretty with all the trees and animals.
RCSC employees maintain the dock, the lake, and more.
They also have control of the waterfall and the lagoons, keep them aerated and moving so they don't get stagnant, because we do have some old koi fish up there that have been there for years, at least 10 years that I know of. And I don't know exactly how old they are. Nobody seems to know for sure, but they've been there quite long.
Whatever you do at Lakeview, whether it be a card game, craft project, or walk on the mountain, you are doing it at one of Sun City's most iconic places. It was the first of its kind in 1970 and is still a symbol of beauty, creativity, and innovation today.